Humanity sets the agenda.
Horticulture is the science and art of the development, sustainable production, marketing, and use of high-value, intensively cultivated food and ornamental plants. Horticulture to quality of life and the beauty, sustainability, and rehabilitation of our environment and the human condition. Mlungisi Goodman learned horticulture and managed to support his family financially while in prison and also started an NPO to help other ex-convicts. Let's chat to him and find out more about his journey. Good morning, Mlungisi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, I'm finding you.
I'm good, thanks, and yourself. All right, so tell us, where did your love for plants and the environment come from?
Uh, the love that I developed for plants and the environment in the green industry started when I was 5, when my grandmother taught me how to propagate seeds into plants and use plants effectively to actually put some bread on the table. So I think the whole passion was ignited by my grandmother.
Mm-hmm. How
Yes.
did you find out about horticulture?
Basically, I studied horticulture, and then
Mm-hmm.
while I was incarcerated, I was serving a 15-year sentence for armed robbery. But I got an opportunity by the grace of God to study horticulture in the facilities of Medium B, Johannesburg prison, and then I learned a lot about horticulture, and then I also used the very same tool and teach some of my fellow inmates. And I'm currently working for a company called Lifestyle College in horticulture. I'm a trainer by profession, and I also run a business called Green Palm Mini Gardens that is horticulture related products. We also have an organization called Zijalele, which means plant for yourself. It's an NGO that is the community in terms of teaching the society about the importance of the environment and growing crops.
Hmm. So, what has horticulture taught you about the environment, about plants, about the earth, and what we can all do to contribute to the betterment of the environment?
Basically, horticulture, as it is a study to preserve flora, I learned quite a lot that the importance of horticulture, one, it sustains our environment because there are no machines that produce oxygen. So the only thing that can give us oxygen is plants because it takes effect the carbon dioxide. And the sustainability of the environment comes again with the issues of having to grow flowers or plants that are flowering that will actually attract bees so that we as human beings can be sustained in terms of the food security. And what I learned quite a lot in this industry with regards to horticulture is that when we look into our climatic conditions, we are actually faced with a deteriorating environment, and that will be difficult for the future generations to actually identify certain species of insects that will actually because we're cutting down a lot of trees, and that's according to the nature and the environmental laws. It's illegal to cut down trees. So I've learned that having to grow trees and protect the environment, it's a great opportunity for our climatic conditions to recover. Because we have been facing global warming, it is because of the lack of trees and the lack of plants in our environment.
Mhm. Now, interesting enough, you were able to financially support your family while you were incarcerated. How did you do it? How were you able to do that?
Yeah, basically, I was actually employed while I was
Mm-hmm.
still serving time, and then the organization that was actually offering these kind of trainings and studies employed me while I was still inside, and then I was able to create opportunity of being able to raise funds in the trainings that I was doing. And however, I'm not only into horticulture because I'm also gifted in art. So I would do paintings and sell them internationally and locally as well. And then all the funds will go to my family.
Mhm. Now tell us about the NPO's Chalele outreach that you started to help other ex-convicts.
Yeah, the NPO has been established. I'm the founder and my wife, and we've got 6 board members. The NPO was started on basis that one, I've got passion in the industry of horticulture too, and I've realized that horticulture can be a liberating movement for anyone. And for me, it is important for every citizen in this country to start learning how to grow crops in their backyard, because the situation we're facing as a country is very devastating. And in fact, as a global community, it is a very devastating situation to see people starving, see people in long queues having to wait for food. And yet we've got land. We've got, even if it doesn't have to be a clear space, but we can do different types of gardening, the vertical gardening. So now the NPO, Jalele, is actually an organization that will be teaching the community around Gauteng about how to propagate and grow crops for yourself and actually use that opportunity and even sell them. So the very same knowledge will be imparted as a skill to the internal community in prisons as well as in schools. But if you can look nowadays, our children are not learning anything in schools in terms of growing crops as compared to the days when we were young during the 90s. We would have vegetable gardens, but now if you go around schools, you'll see there isn't anything of that nature. And you can take a young man at the age of 5 to 10 and then make them identify a potato plant or a chili plant or a spinach. It is difficult for them to identify them. And it's sad because these are the food products that can sustain life, that can actually keep us healthy. So now, Jalele is built on this basis to actually teach the community at large, whether young or old, for people to learn the culture of propagating crops, as opposed to waiting for the government to do this and that and having all these sorts of people who are hungry out there who are waiting for food parcels. We can build these gardens and have this initiative in households, in the community places, in places that are deserted, in a deserted land, where we could build gardens that can sustain life and contributing to the food security system that we are building. So the channel is mainly based on those kind of things to impart skills and to feed the community as well as to feeding skills.
All right, so important points that you just highlighted there. I'd like to know how is life after prison? I mean, since you've started this organization to help other ex-convicts, but please hold that thought while we take a break and I sort out the noise factors in my surroundings.
Okay, cool.
Looking to get your kick? Kiki's have now reopened on 235 Matthews Maiwa Road in Durban. Head on over for the Taste with Kick. We offer something scrumptious for everyone in the family. Wraps, chicken tikka, burgers, tender grills, mocktails, milkshakes, and so much more. Corporate and events catering available. Visit our social media pages for more info or call 031 209 0119. Kiki's, the Taste with Kick.
Little bare feet on the icy wet ground, a shiver at his lips, mud on his clothes. When he is cold, the hunger is worse, the nights are longer, and the pain is more severe. What if this was your child? The Al Imdad Foundation's Global Winter Appeal allows you to make a difference for refugees, IDPs, and struggling communities in 21 countries globally. Sponsor a winter pack today for just 600 Rand. Donate online at alimdad.com or call 0861 786 243.
For a long time, we've lived in a centralized world, where institutions held the all-important data and confirmed all transactions. Those times are over. Welcome to Libertas Group, a blockchain development company boasting an ecosystem that continually redefines the way we do business. Our blockchain is decentralized, making it immune to hacking or alteration, putting the power back in your hands with no middleman, so you can focus on the growth of your business. Libertas, the simplest investment choice you'll make.
Shimmer, sparkle, captivate. Nothing less than a masterpiece. Droplets of gold inspires precious design. Platinum bursts with intricate freshness. And every pure diamond becomes more than just a girl's best friend. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, where timeless dreams become a reality. Come to us. We tailor-make designer gold, platinum, and diamond jewelry. Trade in or remodel your old gold. Clad yourself with classy name-branded watches. We offer insurance valuation and freezer card calculation. Visit us at 534 Ridge Road, Overport, or call 031 208 9142. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, manufacturers of fine gold and diamond jewelry.
Your act of love gives hope. Islamic Relief supports orphans and vulnerable children in 28 countries with food, education, and medical care. There are more than 150 million orphans in the world. You can give hope to one. Sponsor an orphan today. Go to www.islamic-relief.org.za.
Listen to something fresh. Listen to Salam Media.
Welcome back. You are listening to the Mid-Morning Talk on Salam Media. It is 11:15, and still with me is Mlungisi Goodman, who started as Chalele Outreach to help other ex-convicts after being incarcerated himself and turning his life around. Mlungisi, thank you for staying on the line. How is life after prison, and why did you choose to start this organization to help other ex-convicts?
Thank you once more for the opportunity. I don't know if I don't know how to put this, but the life that actually one has been in that situation has actually gave one an opportunity to actually think and think back into the actions and think back about the community and look into situations that one needs to change. Now, my latest rate that I've received, God gave me an opportunity in 2016 to be released from prison. And then in the first 5 days that I was released from prison, I got a job in the very same organization that actually gave me the opportunity to conduct these trainings again into the outside community. And my contract ended 6 months later. And around 2017, I also needed to apply for another job. It was in Red Farm. And then I got an opportunity to actually be a manager in the tunnels where we grow stuff and then when we actually propagating plants from seed. But now I realize that all the potential is going to be wasted in me finding a job, and I have a community responsibility, and I need to actually take this knowledge that I have into the society. And then I started looking for a different job within the very same industry. So when I applied at Lifestyle College, it's a lifestyle training center in Grand Park, and then when I applied there, I got an opportunity to be employed, but only kept plants at the time. So while I was taking plants at the nursery, I had a vision to go and work for a college so that I can be in a position where I can express and be in a position to practice my craft. Now, fortunately, I got a job at the college, and then I worked there. It's 4 years now, working for the college, the lifestyle college. But have established a business and also have established Jalele. And so life for me after prison is becoming a very interesting journey because I've been getting interesting opportunities within the film industry, and then I've utilized each and every one of those opportunities to empower myself and to bread and study for my family. So in saying so, it's not something that I only want to benefit myself. I'm also training my kids at home. I'm training my wife, and with regards to the importance of the plants and in the horticulture industry. And I also want to take a team of trainers to the society so that we can share knowledge based on that. So life for me as a prison became a blessing in disguise because this kind of situation has been a blessing from God. Because if it wasn't for grace, I wouldn't be in this position to speak like this. It was the grace of God that actually got me this opportunity. So far, things are looking good because with Jalele, we've got a sponsor, which is ShopRite, and then under the middleman sponsor, which is Food and Tea, where they are funding us in terms of growing the Jalele outreach program for the society. So fortunately, there's a man in the week last week who saw a video of mine in social media. And when I was sharing my testimony and the life that I'm living after prison. So he donated land for me. And that land will be used for the community. And 2 hectares that's going to be used for the community, where we'll be training people with regards to crop production and food tree production and how to look after our environment. So soon enough, my relationship with ShopRite and Food and Trees will be actually the sponsors who are going to also help out in it. So we also requested sponsorship in the Department of Agriculture. The process is in the pipeline and waiting for the response. Without the benefit of the doubt, things will be implemented and we will have the resources to actually help the community. So this is really for us to empower the community in short.
Well, that's amazing. Now, tell us about Green Palm Mini Gardens. I've seen some pictures and it's very interesting. And I said to myself, I want a mini garden. What is it all about?
The Green Palm Mini Gardens, it's an initiative started. It started as an initiative, not as a business. And then a year later, it was registered into a business because people were starting to be interested into the mini gardens because they said to me they look fascinating and they look beautiful. For them to have a mini garden in their home, it actually is an epitome of raising awareness in our environment, which is what the mission and the vision of Green Palm. Green Palm simply means a green cleaner. So in the horticulture, in the green industry, in horticulture, when they say you've got a green cleaner, that means you are able to grow stuff and you're able to make things green. So the name of the business is really named because of its impact it has in the green industry. So now, Green Palm is built gardens. These gardens, they're not big gardens. They're just small gardens, tiny gardens that are manageable with that effort. The manner in which they are built, we use living plants, and we focus mostly on indigenous plants because we want to promote our indigenous plants in this biodiversity, that they have the potential to purify the air, they've got the potential to actually help us to raise awareness about our deteriorating environment. So now, as it is a business that is registered, it is merely focusing on creating this product that will go into households and people buying individually or businesses buying into the product to actually help our environment and actually get the message out there that we need to protect our environment and we need to make sure that we learn about our indigenous plants. We also learn about plants in general and their nature of protecting us in Japan. So now Green Palm Mini Gardens is a business that has been developed to actually partake in the green industry and get people engaging and get people participating in the awareness campaign of our environment. Because as you can see, the industrialization is changing the climatic conditions and we've got less green and more carbon dioxide and more greenhouse gases. And the only thing that can help us to actually cut that down on the plants, and having more plants even in your indoor spaces, in your patio, in your outdoor spaces, it is very, very important so that we can actually try and protect our environment. Because once we have less plants, we're not going to see butterflies, we're not going to see bees, we're not going to see certain insects that benefit us in the ecosystem. So our children's children might not know certain insects. And when they find themselves in a position to learn about nature, they might be doomed because some trees that need to be planted to attract specific type of birds, specific types of insects. And that in its own is a lesson for our kids. If we protect our environment, it also protects us in return. So that in its own is one of the things that we need to do as people who got the information and the skills. And also with us who have the information and the skills, we need to impart it to the society because I've noticed a large number of people have less information about plants and their names and how they came to be indigenous and why are they into this environment.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's such art, like the way you pay attention to details and the plant usage. How do you go about selecting and knowing which plants work with which plants?
Basically, that goes hand in hand with research and the knowledge, because it takes some time for an individual in the horticulture industry to learn about qualities of certain plants. If I make an example, if you were to build a garden and you were to use a plant called a stepworm is one of our indigenous plants. It is a succulent. And that plant on its own, it needs to be spaced and planted close to other succulents. And in one of the plants that is able to take 10% carbon dioxide as compared to many other trees. So now that plant, if you plant it next to roses, for an example, roses are heavy feeders and they like water. And that plant, that worm, does not like much water. It can stay dust tolerant. So now if water in the garden, where there's a combination of the stepworm and roses, you are feeding the roses good feed, but you're killing the stepworm because it's a succulent. So knowing plants, which plants to plant next to which plant, is about quality. Like you've got water-wise plants that are called succulents. Those plants don't require water. You cannot mix those kind of plants and plants that are heavy feeders, that are drinking too much water. That's how you know. And the research conducted in time helps us to understand the qualities of different plants. Because some plants love shade, some plants love full sun. So with succulents, you cannot plant them in shade. They don't do well in shade. They like full sun and they become happy in full sun. So you cannot mix succulents with shade-loving plants. So that on its own comes with gardening skills that we offer in terms of training.
Mm-hmm. All right. And how can people get a mini garden should they wish to buy one from you?
Now, if you want one, you currently building our website, but the easier way to contact me is in my cell phone number, 078 450 3717. Unless you go to our Facebook page, we've got a Facebook page, and we also split into two, into the social side, into the business side. And we've got our Instagram page and our Twitter page. Just Google Green Mini Garden. You will see on Google, and we are based in the Lenasia South in extension 4 in Brenda Place. So if you want any information with regards to that, you can also email us on greenpalmng, that's one way, greenpalmng@gmail.com. So this is how you can reach us and then find out and place an order with regards to mini garden.
All right, it has been wonderful chatting to you, Mlungisi. Thank you so much for your time, and I'm going to look out for those mini gardens because I definitely want one.
It will be lovely to have one. It's air purifying. It's not just the plastic. People think that it's plastic. And having an experience of nature in a miniature version is very exciting.
It's something like the bonsai plants from Japan, those Japanese type of plants, but now this is like even better.
Yeah. It does have that look, but it still is not a bonsai. It is just a mini garden where you will enjoy and experience nature in a miniature version.
Yeah, all right. So thank you so much once again for your time, Mlungisi, and have a wonderful day.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for the interview.
That was Mlungisi Goodman, the founder of Zichalele Outreach, an NPO that helps other ex-convicts, and also the founder of Green Palm Mini Gardens. If you'd like a mini garden for yourself, you can just visit Green Palm Mini Gardens on the social media. They're on Facebook and Instagram, and all the contact info is available on their social media platforms. And you can also have a look at the Green Palm Mini Gardens, the mini gardens that are available for purchase. They are quite beautiful, and they would fit anywhere in your house. You can put them in your kitchen. I'm not sure about your bathroom, but you can put them in your kitchen. You can put them in your living room, maybe even in a bedroom space, on the patio. But yeah, very beautiful to the eye, and you can experience nature. Like you can have your entire garden in the palm of your hands. No, I just felt like saying that. But yeah, go to Green Palm Mini Gardens, and you can also email greenpalmmg@gmail.com for more information. And with that, stay with us. We will be right back.